Hi guys and welcome back to the Diabesties channel. Jazz over here, and today's video is very special because today I am not going to be a part of the video at all. Today we have both my parents talking about type 1 diabetes, about their journey of type 1 diabetes and giving their advice and tips as being parents with a child who has type 1. So I'm not gonna at all speak much. Let's get directly into it. Meet my incredible parents, Geet Sethi and Kiran Sethi. Take it away, parents.
My name is Geet Sethi and I'm Jazz's dad.
My name is Kiran Sethi and I am Jazzy's mama.
I remember 2009, early January.
Well, I remember that a week before she was finally diagnosed,
She had lost a lot of weight.
she had started losing a lot of weight. While she was talking to me about her symptoms, I said, "Beta, just go and check your weight." And when she came back, she said, "I've lost 5 kilos.
We spoke to the doctor. He said just get a blood test or urine test done.
Blood went to get tested, and I think we also sent the urine test.
And the results came to him directly, to the doctor, and he called me and said,
And the doctor called me up and he just told me this. He said,
take her to the hospital right now.
immediately get her to the hospital. It was 2nd of Jan.
Her sugar level is like 1000 or something.
Blood sugar is 900 and something.
Just whisked her to the hospital.
And I remember the doctor looking at her and saying, "Why have you come?" We said the doctor has said that her blood sugar is around 960 or something that. So he said, no, I think there's something wrong. Let's check it again. So they checked the blood sugar and came 1050. And he was shocked.
And he just came in and said, the bad news is that she's got type 1 diabetes. The good news is it's a good time to get it because there's a lot of research happening and it's not such a, it's a very controllable disease now.
Immediately she was put on insulin. She had to get into the ICU.
When we told Jazz this and I told her, Wasim Akram, he is a type 1 diabetic. He's a top class athlete. So that's what I told her. I think to keep her, I think she was too young to really realize at that time what it was all about, but I think perhaps for ourselves to kind of say that it'll be okay.
She was outstanding. I have to say that for somebody who wasn't a fan of injections to suddenly start taking 6 to 8 injections a day in the stomach, to constantly get your blood checked, her fingers became sore, absolutely sore. Her stomach was sore. So there was much that this child was teaching me actually, just to be how to be brave, because I can't even take a blood test. Now Jazzy will stand with me and say, "Mama, it's okay." So I think so much we learn.
So this was in London and we went for a 4-day break, and we said 4 days, so we took 2 pens, and one of the pen actually failed, as in whilst so just with 1 pen and still 2 or 3 days to go, we kind of said let's at least have a backup insulin pen. So we went to Boots, the pharmacy, and they said, "Oh, you require a prescription." And we said, "So where do we get a prescription from?" They said, "Oh, you need to go to emergency." So anyway, we kind of realized that when you're traveling, and especially in a foreign land, you need to kind of really have a lot of backup. There were backups, one backup in the handbag, one backup in her purse, one backup in the main luggage, because if the main luggage gets lost, what happens?
There was Jazzy, myself and Dr. Goel, and I had been given a cup of tea. So they had given tea and there were some biscuits and the tea. And he was trying to tell us, "Okay, now Jazz, you'll have to take injections, he was telling her all of this when she naturally reached out to take that biscuit. And the first thing he said, "No, you cannot take that." And that was the day when she started crying and she started saying, that's something that was so natural and simple would now not be part of her regular diet. Then it woke us up to say, "My God, so much is going to change." Yeah, so that was a start of several memories, but I think that was the one that made us understand that there's so much that is going to change.
my phone is always next to me, in case she needs me. So it's always on and it's always next to me. The constant need to be available for her. I think that was what is different now.
Making sure that there is so much of the focus now on just the mental well-being, because the more she's safer and stronger mentally and emotionally, she's able to do just about everything. So I think that has shifted for me.
I think the best advice is let the kids do what they want to. As parents, you need to kind of ease up on the constantly telling a child, don't do this, don't eat this, don't eat that. So even if they want to have a chocolate or ice cream, let them go ahead and have a chocolate and ice cream, as long as it's not on a regular or daily basis. I think that's very important.
I say to a parent is just love unconditionally, and don't second guess or discount the symptom from your child. What your child needs from you really is that you listen and you trust their instinct. When the child is saying, I'm feeling something, just listen to it and be there. Bolus. Sorry, basil.
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 Both are correct.
Even I don't.
I just know that it has to be 7.
Yeah, it's 7.5.
That's all I know. And Jazz has to keep it at 7. Then we are celebrating.
Sorry, I don't know.
I discovered it only when I came to know my Jazzy had diabetes. I can give her extreme hunger.
Dizziness.
Yeah, and blurriness of the eyes.
Yep, all done. Perfect.
She used to use Tresiba for the long one, and she used Novorapid.
Novorapid. She uses Novorapid in her
Novorapid in her
vials in the pump.
vials.
Perfect.
Don't be afraid, won't let you fall, girl.
Well, Tresiba was one of the pens. I think Novorapid was another pen.
Novorapid is the bolus.
Yeah.
She used very poor.
Yeah, even I can't remember. I remember Tresiba was in fact the last one, which was a green pen which she used to use.
And there is one Lantus.
Lantus.
Yeah, Lantus, correct.
Oh my God, Lantus was a
Yeah.
very early one, yeah. 120. 110 to 120.
90 to 120.
Yes.
So it's pretty close. It's
Yeah.
80 to 150.
Oh,
80 to
but
150.
120
That's a range.
is
Yeah,
like
it's like the perfect one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they can.
No, it's a juvenile
I think they can.
diabetes.
Keith's is correct.
Yeah?
Adults
They
can
can.
get type 1.
It's basically autoimmune disease.
It can happen anywhere, but
anytime,
typically
yeah.
it's,
Typically it happens,
juvenile.
yeah.
Juvenile.
Yeah.
So that was my parents. Just to let you guys know that I was not a part of their interview. I wasn't present when these questions were being asked to them. So they actually gave their deepest, realist insights to you all. And I just want to have a small mention over here of how much I want to sort of thank my parents just to be who they are and what they've done for me. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout and just being there at every stage of the last 10 years of my life. Thank you so much. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, like, and subscribe. And I will see you again in the next video. My parents are type 1 of a kind. And as always, you too be type 1 of a kind.